Well, good morning. Happy Friday. This is the Big Three from the Bingham Group. It's where we run down the top three headlines impacting Austinites and Central Texans. Here we go. Well, this morning we're going to start where we started earlier this week, mask mandate here in Texas. As of 12:01 on Wednesday, Texans who choose to not wear their mask don't have to. Governor Greg Abbott has lifted the mask mandate and allowed businesses and facilities to open and operate at 100% capacity. At least 70% of restaurants have said they will continue to require mask wearing by their employees while they're at work. And this is a survey conducted by the Texas Restaurant Association. A part of that 70% number is more than 30 Austin venues who've unified to launch Safe in Sound, a public health code that allows businesses to operate while protecting the health of their patrons, their staff, and those performing while during the pandemic. We just have to note here that even though the mask mandate is lifted, health officials are still encouraging everyone to wear their mask and practice social distancing. Following the decision from the governor to lift the mask mandate, restaurant and venue owners weren't the only people pushing back. So is the leadership for the city of Austin. Austin Mayor Steve Adler, Travis County Judge Andy Brown, and Mark Escott, the interim medical director and health authority for Austin, were all outspoken about their disapproval of the new executive order and let Austinites know that mask wearing would still be a requirement in the city. When the mandate was lifted, Austin Mayor Steve Adler tweeted, "We are urging Governor Abbott to keep the mask mandate in place. Wearing masks keeps our businesses and schools safely open, decreases community spread of the virus, and saves lives. Hashtag wear a mask." Well, the Attorney General for Texas is not pleased with that move from the Austin leadership and took to Twitter to express his thoughts as well. He said the statewide mask mandate is lifted today, yet once again, Mayor Adler and Andy Brown are trying to figure out how they can buck state law and resist Governor Abbott. We're looking at every avenue available to stop them. More to come. Those weren't just words, as the Attorney General filed a lawsuit on Thursday, stating that individual businesses can decide if they want customers to wear masks, but pushes that Abbott's executive order bans local governments from enforcing mask mandates. PAXTON also asked the court for a temporary restraining order so that Austin cannot enforce the mask order, and this is all according to CNN. The suit was filed against three Austin leaders mentioned earlier in the broadcast. However, Mayor Adler said, "We will fight Governor Abbott and Attorney General Paxton's assault against doctors and data for as long as we possibly can." Judge Brown said in a statement to The Hill that the Texas Attorney General was failing to make community health a priority. We're going to keep you updated on this story as it is evolving. Well, you may have seen people take video or photos of them being administered the COVID-19 vaccine, and you might be wondering, how can I get mine? Well, Texas state health officials have issued a statement saying that those who are 50 and up will be eligible to receive the vaccine beginning March 15th. However, we have to note that appointments may continue to be hard to find as the number of eligible recipients outnumbers the vaccine supply. Before the Wednesday announcement, between 10 million and 13 million people, more than 1/3 of Texas' population here, were already eligible, according to state health officials. The announcement came on the same day that the statewide mask mandate ended, which put a lot of fear about the virus spreading to those within the restaurant industry specifically. On Monday, service workers gathered outside the Texas Capitol to protest the decision to roll back safety restrictions and demand that they be given access to the vaccine. We have to note here, to date, nearly 7 million doses of the vaccine have been administered across Texas, and more than 4.5 million people have received at least one dose. This is according to state data. In total, about 8.5% of the Texas population has been fully vaccinated. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Big Three. Before we go here, we're going to remind you to check out the latest BG Podcast, episode 133. Come on, 133. This episode features award-winning Austin hip-hop duo Riders Against the Storm. The pair talks music, they talk activism, and they talk politics with Bingham Group CEO AJ Bingham. It's out now on iTunes and Spotify. And be mindful here that new episodes come out every Wednesday. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.